welcome back. So we are starting this video today in somewhere very cool. Sky is over there.
Our friends who we've made friends with while travelling, they are on their way here as well, and they've pointed us in this way really, so
yeah, they're like photographers, so they wanted to just come and shoot some stuff here. It's like an old abandoned quarry. It's like a countdown on this traffic light. I love it. Ooh. Ooh.
Well, this is Kirka National Park.
But we're kind of passing through Kirka, which I know is kind of a crime, but we're not paying £50 for a space to go in. Wild.
You see the waterfalls? Oh, these roads.
This is insane. It just drops either side.
Luckily I know the width of our van. Pretty stupid if I didn't. But... I can hear it.
Can you?
Yeah. It's a big one now.
Oh, look at the water. You won't be able to see it, guys. I'm so sorry. So here's our spot today, overlooking this lagoon. They've taken the paddleboard out. They've got some really cool shots. Hello guys, good morning. So it is now Tuesday. I think the last clip we filmed was like Saturday or Sunday. We are currently in the town of Omis, so we're just walking to it. We're staying in a campsite just out. We're just going to explore the town a bit. We're having a bit of like a lazy day. We've had like a full-on couple of days, like a full-on weekend. So hopefully this week we're going to head down to Dubrovnik as well, which is really exciting. So we'll just see where the week takes us. So we're like nearly at the top of this fortress, and there he is. The views.
There's a lovely little ladder. Look at that.
Yeah.
Fractured thumb. And a rucksack on. I can't, my feet are too big.
Worth it for the view.
Fun thing is, guys, Liv didn't say that we were coming to this place today. She said, oh, we're going to look at a town and go for a swim. So
He's very
flip-flops, got towels in the back. Didn't think we would be trying to go up ladders.
Well, I mean, neither did I. I didn't know what this was, but pretty. And of course we had to come the most adventurous way back. You couldn't just go on the path.
My feet are hurting for my flip-flops. I need to
Come on a solo adventure to come and see the sunset because it's so lush. That's like bright pink. I don't think the camera's going to do it any justice. Oh, it's so nice. We're literally right on the water. We're leaving the campsite now. We're just sort of doing the last little bits, filling up water, emptying our grey, and we're kind of only going about 40 minutes down the road. We found like a really cute little Parka. It's has some really good reviews, hopefully free, fingers crossed. So yeah, we need to do a food shop. It's a bit of like a van life admin day today. So yeah, happy Wednesday. So this is our park up for the night. It's kind of just a car park in the middle
of nowhere, really.
Of trees, yeah. And we're two very tired little beans today. We had a really rough night. It got really windy last night, and like it felt like the van was about to take off.
Yeah, it was not pleasant. We were parked under a tree last night as well.
Yeah, it was like sticks literally like banging on our roof. It was like not fun. But we like dragged ourselves out of the van, so we literally parked on the beach to go for a swim. It's like 3:30. So we've just had some right old dramas trying to find somewhere to eat dinner.
Got really excited for a nice fish dish, Liv Dean tortellini, and because we're out of season, all they're doing is pizza and hot dogs.
Yeah, they act like we were there. She didn't even tell us we ordered drinks. And then when it actually came around to ordering food, she just then decided it was a good time to tell us that half the menu wasn't there. So we had drinks, we've had a little walk along to see the sunset, which you can see a bit, and heading back to the van for ramen. We tried to walk down because there's a couple of other restaurants but they're all closed, so yeah, fun times.
Croatia out of season.
Oh god. We literally went out specifically to see the sunset. We saw the sunset, it was rubbish, and now look at it. It's beautiful. And we're here cooking ramen. I love a sunset. Good morning. So, Dean has been having a very like fixie morning. There's been a couple of bits since we've left that have like come loose on some of the roads that we've been on. For example, my seat just completely lost one of its bolts that was holding it in place. And Dean's door handle was like about to fall off on the outside. So yeah, he's just been like fixing a couple of little bits while I've just been here doing my Sudoku. If you ever wonder what I do in my spare time in the van, this is it. I'm on number 85. So this life is so glamorous, I know.
And as the guy of the van, you never have time off in a van.
No.
You're always repairing things.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Sudoku book. So Dean's finishing off some other random odd jobs. As you might notice, we didn't have lights in our light fixings in the front. So he's doing that now. But I'm going to try and sort out this, because it looks like a bomb's hit it. Let's go. I think that's as best as we're gonna get it. So Dean has found, I don't even know what, just a shop he wants to go to.
It's like a B&Q mixed with a PC world. It just sounds like quite interesting to have a look at, really. 2 shops in one, a bit of technology.
But yeah, this week's been a bit like chill, like we don't have much of a plan. Like, yeah, we're just trying to head out of Croatia. It's just been like really difficult to do anything here. Like,
Wild camping is definitely getting easier the southern we're getting.
And the later on in the year especially. So if you want to like wild camp and be like safe with what you're doing, definitely come to Croatia sort of October onwards really, or like mid-October onwards.
Yeah.
Unless you have the savings to like go in campsites, which we don't.
I think if we would ever come back to Croatia, we would make sure that we've got savings for the campsites, because then like we've had to miss out some of the big places that we wanted to go to because we can't afford to stay near it.
Yeah.
And to get like a bus there or to drive in is just ridiculous.
And obviously we want to go to Dubrovnik. That's one place like we're not missing, like no matter what, because of like Game of Thrones and stuff, and we've been catching up with Game of Thrones specifically for this reason. So yeah, but we are probably on the timeline that we're on right now going to get there on the weekend, which we really don't want to do. So are they beeping at us? Yeah, we really don't want to go in cities and stuff on weekends, so we might just have like a really chill couple of days and then hit Dubrovnik like early next week. But yeah, we've just been a bit stuck really, but as soon as we get into Montenegro, that's the one, I think it'll be more okay.
Yeah.
Because we've worked out you can like completely sort of skip Bosnia, and then we're going to do that next year when we do our like Schengen shuffle again to get in from Greece to Italy. So that is the plan. It's probably going to be a relatively boring week this week, so I'm sorry. But
that's van life for you.
That's van life. It's not always exciting, yeah.
We will also, guys, we will let you know the places we have stayed.
Yeah, they're all in the description and in the last video as well, and I might try and go on when we have internet and do the last couple of videos as well, just with like a pin of where we've stayed or something.
Because these last places we have been have literally been no issues at all to wild camp, like.
And we found them through other van lifers as well. Like we've just watched other people in Croatia and have like pinned where they've stayed. So I want to be as helpful as possible for you guys.
I did speak to a van lifer that we've seen, just this Dutch guy who was in his own little VW, and he did say that he'd been in Croatia for 3 weeks and he wild camped every night.
Yeah, so
like it's possible.
Yeah, we're just a bit nervous. I think like we don't want to get fined because we're on such a tight budget.
Yeah, €100 we want to keep in our pocket. We'd rather just spend a little bit more and go to the campsites and be safe.
Yeah, exactly.
But and one other thing, sorry, going on a little bit.
My arm hurts.
With the campsites, totally worth trying to find more of a resorty campsite.
Oh yeah.
Over someone's back garden, because they're the same price.
And you get so much more like facilities with the resort ones, and it's not where we want to stay at all, but like you may as well for the money, like you get a lot more for it.
You get swimming pools, restaurants, their own little shop on site. And
we've stayed in a couple that have been the same price and there's been nowhere to dump. And we're like, well, what's the point? It's like paying 25 quid just to sleep somewhere.
We were at basically in the ladies' back garden the other day, and yeah, it was actually more expensive than the resorts have been.
Yeah.
And the only thing I could do was dump our black water. I got black waste. I couldn't dump our grey water.
So yeah, it's just something to like research if you come here. This shop is so random. It's like Go Outdoors meets B&Q meets PC World. It's huge, and we need none of this. You're coming with me. Thank you very much. Quebec's haul. So we got our little Michelin man guy, little love heart. How cute is he? We got reusable ice cubes because we have a freezer in our fridge, and we don't want to risk with normal ice cubes, so we're going to try these out and see if it actually freezes. Bug spray because Dean's getting eaten alive, and a lighter. Well, at least the lighter works. We never actually tested it when we were inside, because we think ours running out soon. We can't refill it with anything. So, and we also got, what are they?
That's for the wheel. So it's like
a wheel nut thing. We got 2 of these because I don't know what size it is, and we spent 20 quid. Wow. I love him. So we're moving away from that area. It was really cool. It was like, it felt, I don't know, it was just really cool, but we both had like an odd feeling about it. Like there was quite a few like no camping signs that we passed. There weren't any actually where we were parking. And it just felt a bit too like, I don't know. The vibe was off. Yeah, the vibe was really off. There was a couple of other campers there, so it's not like we were the only ones, but they were slowly like leaving. So we're going, what is it, like half an hour down the road.
Yeah. And like the thing is there was a load of fishermen there as well, and you don't want to be getting yourself in the way of people.
That's the last thing I want to be doing, is like feeling like I'm spoiling the view or like spoiling what they're doing as like locals. So whenever we get a bad vibe, we just move on, especially when we know, like, it's illegal to wild camp in Croatia, so like, especially when we know we're not supposed to be somewhere.
Yeah, we just back up and go. Yeah. Like, we waited out for a bit, and it's
we were there for like a good like hour, 2 hours. We had lunch, and had lunch at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see what this next place is like, and hopefully, because it'll be like past 5 o'clock by that point, hopefully it's okay. Oh, what an exciting night this is turning into, honestly. So we just got pulled over. Nothing we actually really did, like, let's be honest. But basically, a law we didn't know. Basically, if you're like slow and you're holding up more than 3 cars behind you, you have to pull over. We have like a similar rule in the UK. But we didn't know. They were really lovely. They were really, really nice. Yeah. They had a little look inside. Asked us if we were smuggling anything, had a little look at our paperwork, and sent us on our way. Yeah, they were really nice, but like, first time we've been pulled over since we've been away.
It just means that this island might not be the best one and easiest one to wild camp.
Yeah, literally, we've just crossed the bridge over to this island, and we're like, let's leave. So, yeah, and obviously we're trying out another wild camping, so they asked us where we were going, and we were like, Dubrovnik. So, yeah. Fun times, all fun and games, eh? And we've ended up at a campsite. What a night. We missed a glorious sunset once again.
Very nice sunset.
Yeah. After we got pulled over by the police, they basically just followed us for ages. They like pulled in further up the road and then followed us, so we just didn't really feel safe while camping anywhere. And then on my SIM card at the moment, you can't get like 4G in Bosnia, and because we're so close to the border, it started picking up the Bosnian like mobile signal. So I then had no 4G. Dean's practically run out. He's been like bunking off mine, so we basically had like no internet to try and find anywhere. So we found the first campsite that we saw and just took us there. It was like 20 minutes away from where we were.
€14 for the night.
Yeah, it was €14, which is an absolute bargain compared to what we've been paying. So we're cooking some quick pasta. We were just saying it was really lucky we had that like 4 PM sandwich. Yeah. So we'd be absolutely like Marvin by now. But yeah. And we had completely changed plan. We might actually just go into Dubrovnik tomorrow if we can find somewhere. And just get Croatia done and go on to Albania.
Yeah.
And get a new SIM card, because I also don't work in Albania.
Mine does,
I work,
but
my SIM doesn't. I don't work in Albania.
And mine does, but mine doesn't update until the 9th.
Which is Sunday.
And then, which is fine, it's not the end of the world, like we don't need internet that quickly, but then it's also a hand if we've got another one, we've got internet, then we both have our own again, which just means it works nicely.
Exactly. So we'll figure it out. Could be a crazy weekend now, who knows? So we're literally leaving the campsite now. This is really the earliest we've ever left a campsite. It's like 10:30. And we found a campsite really close to Dubrovnik that you can get like a water taxi into Dubrovnik, which is really cool.
Fingers crossed we can get it today.
Yeah, and we'll go in today because it's Friday today rather than having to go in tomorrow. and then we only have to spend one night at the campsite, and then we can be in, where are we going to? Albania. God, too many countries in such a short time.
And then in Albania, then hopefully wild camping still is illegal,
but they're a lot more lenient.
They're a lot more lenient on it. You will just get moved on, whereas here you just get fined.
Yeah,
so hopefully it'll be more relaxed. We can have a bit longer there. We've still got another 2 months we need to kill.
Yeah, we want to be in Greece for like December and January, so yeah, we kind of need to not wait around, obviously, like explore the countries for the next 2 months, Albania and Montenegro, and then yeah, see what Greece is like.
Relax a bit more, hopefully.
Yeah, chill out. So we have got to the campsite, we've all parked up, ready to go, and we are now on the way to Dubrovnik, and there's a water taxi there, so why wouldn't we?
Exactly, and it was really cheap as well.
Yeah, they were like, and she said the buses weren't very reliable, so we were like, well, of course we'll get the water taxi.
Liv hasn't got her little wristbands though.
Oh my god, I don't have my wristbands. No, if it's a small boat, I should be fine. It's like ferries and stuff that I'm not great on. But we've just had at our campsite, we're like,
a UK reunion.
Yeah, we've had like a UK reunion. There's like 4 or 5 different camper vans that are there. And we small world, we kind of know one of them. They're from like the same town that we're from, so hello. And they also do a blog as well that we have been following, and that's the reason that we went to some of the other towns that we went to in Croatia. They're called the Motor Roamers or Motor Roaming, and I'll put their link in the description. They're so lovely. Yeah, it's just so random that we actually bumped into them because we thought they were in Bosnia, which we're not going to till next year. Such a small world, it's ridiculous.
So we're all going to hopefully sit around and have a few beers later, relax, chill out. It's going to be a nice night tonight.
Yeah, hopefully.
Less stress than last night anyway.
Yes, fingers crossed. But yeah, to Dubrovnik we go. This is the town that we're staying in. It's so cute.
I'm back up 1,000 stairs just to get to our campsite.
Okay, so we've just left our campsite and we are now heading towards Montenegro. We're going to be there today, but it's Saturday, which means it's the end of this video. and you'll have to just stick around, hit subscribe, and see next week's video to see what Montenegro is like. Dubrovnik yesterday was insane. We both said we would definitely go back there,
100%.
so like 100% you guys have to go to Dubrovnik.
If you're Game of Thrones fans,
but even if you're not, like, it wasn't like massively like
Game of Thrones,
commercialized, which we really liked. You kind of had to like pick out the spots that you knew that were the sets, which was really cool.
But yeah,
So,
if you are, then it is.
it's perfect.
I don't know. It just fills all my Game of Thrones dreams. Let's say that.
And definitely, if you can get the water taxi there, that was amazing. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week in Montenegro.
Take care.